Welcome back to your live continuing coverage of Toy Fair 2015, the official Toy Fair coverage. I'm Michael Artsis. This is BeTerrific, and we've come offset because of this man, Victor Posa, who's played 21 games in the NHL with the Chicago Blackhawks, 1986. I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about what I'm wearing on my feet, which is my Graf 707 skates that I play hockey in, size 6.5, in case anybody wants to know at home. That's pretty small, isn't it?
Not really. 6.5. You might have been small, but you might have known kung fu.
And so, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I don't. And so they're 6.5, but I've got RollerGards on them, which allow me to now turn my skates into roller skates.
Yep, we've come up with an interesting concept. You've got the ability to use your ice skates off the ice and roll around, and the most important thing being that your blades never touch the bottom of the guard. So you're able to keep your skates really sharp as compared to our competitors. Our competitive skate guards seem to just cover the blades, and I feel we've invented a skate guard now that does what it truly should do, mechanically protect your blade edges.
But what it does further than that, it gives you the ability to roller skate and further train off ice on the skates, which is amazing. So I really love these. I saw these and I was blown away. Can I change out the bearings and stuff?
Absolutely. You're free to do whatever you'd like to do. I mean, there's ABEC 5 bearings that come standard with the product, but we've had a lot of kids go to 7s and improve the ability to go faster and enjoy themselves more.
You know why I think this product is genius? Because I thought it was genius to begin with. Then when I put them on, I realized, wow, you can't just buy one because now I'm by myself. I need my whole team to have them. So you basically sell 20 pairs per sale because once one guy has them, the whole team has to have them.
Yeah, it's kind of funny the way it works. That a lot of kids have been, buying the RollerGards. We've had a team come up out of Mexico City and go to one of our retailers in Texas to buy 15 pairs of RollerGards, just so his whole team can train out in the parking lot prior to their expensive ice times, and they can get their positioning down out in the parking lot. So they've been working on a lot of things that they could work on, that they usually would work on the ice, but because of the expensive ice time, they've opted to buy RollerGards and have their whole team learn the basic fundamentals and team plays off the ice in a parking lot.
And what's nice about it is you're still breaking in the same pair of skates or having them mold more to your feet. You're not having to buy a second pair of skates, and you're getting the kids active. You're keeping them off the off the couch and getting them up and active and continuing to get them to play, and then they continue to work on the game. I mean, I used to spend hours and hours every day shooting against the plumbing supply store across the street from my apartment when I was growing up, and they hated me. I was on rollerblades, and I drove them nuts, and they'd come out and say, can you stop? That's ringing through our heads, and I'd wait for them to go back inside, and I'd do it again. And so for kids to be able to do that today is great. But is there any difference? I mean, you can really work on your edges on ice skates, and does it take any of those things away because you have to skate a little bit differently because it's got 4 wheels and it doesn't have necessarily the full lean that you would have on an ice skate?
Well, it doesn't quite skate like an ice skate.
Yeah.
It's not feasibly possible, and it doesn't quite skate like a quad skate, a roller skate. Yeah. It kind of has its own style of skating and its own kind of stride. But what I'm finding is a lot of kids are just, it's great for endurance training. Yep. Because you can go long distance on your ice skates, break them in, and build your wind up. But as far as the stride is concerned, I would have to say that it's not conducive for a high end type of player.
Yeah.
But for the recreational person or
just to fool around even with the high end player, it's fine.
Fooling around. But
so
if you're looking to
improve your game, this is not.
It wouldn't be something with that. We can't forget that it's a skate guard.
Right. And so how intense can you get with these? Have you ever had them pop off? I mean, like if I played with these with my buddies, we'd be hitting each other if we did it on the stage. We'd be hitting each other. We'd be elbowing each other. We'd be going really hard.
Well, that'd be fine. They would never come off.
Really? Okay,
they
excellent.
Would never come off.
All right, I'm going to try them out in a minute, and then I'm going to ask you some more questions. We're going to talk about the '86, your time in the NHL. I want one shift. That's all I want. Madison Square Garden, one shift. You got 21 games. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, I didn't see many shifts, so I'm not that far ahead of you.
You're at least one shift ahead of me, and that's all. One shift. That's all I want.
Definitely a dream come true for sure. And
You're not the biggest guy in the world. How do you survive in the NHL for those shifts? I mean, I think that if I'd get run pretty good if I played a shift in the NHL.
well, you just try your best to survive.
What size shoe do you wear? I'm a 9. I wear a 6.5 skate. What size are you?
I'm a size 10.5 shoe, 8 3/4 skate.
All right. Yeah, you got the 3/4 because you were pro. You got to pick like that. I don't get that.
Snugger. A little bit
little snugger. Okay. I'm going to take a quick lap here. Adam's going to get it, and then we'll talk some more. Little about the RollerGards and about the 86 21 games in the NHL. Obviously, you played at many different levels as well, and minor league hockey too, and around the world.
Absolutely, yeah. I played more in the minors than I played in the NHL. That's for sure.
All right, we're just going to see this. You can talk if you want. Tell people about your career. No. Here you go. So
Let's watch this guy right here.
You got the RollerGards. All right. Now, tell me how I do.
You're doing great so far. There you go. Good job. Let's see a little backward. He didn't get that. Let's see a little bit of backward skating. Yeah. How's he doing, Adam? He's doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good.
I'm getting you right over there.
You're doing great.
How am I doing?
You're doing great. Keep it up.
Here's the thing that I forget is that you can't make a hockey turn like a real tight hockey turn on them.
No.
And there's a cable on the ground here to keep our electricity, which I kind of had to jump over.
Right. Well,
But they're pretty good.
Oh, they'll work fine. I mean, they'll go over a 3-inch plywood. They bounce over. They're 89A compound on the wheels. They're 89A, which is an indoor-outdoor wheel with good hard compound. So it's able to sustain a lot of torque and a lot of bad conditions and still get you through.
All right, I'm going to see if I can go one more time. But before I do, tell me about playing in the NHL. What was that like?
Well, like you said, everybody dreams about playing one shift in the NHL, and it was definitely a dream come true. Something I'll never forget. And
You played with guys like Steve Larmer, Eddie Olczyk.
Yep, Denny Savard, Doug Wilson, Bob Murray.
Belfour wasn't the goalie yet.
Yeah, Eddie Belfour.
He was the goalie?
Yep, played with him in Saginaw in the minors. Mark Bergevin.
Wow. So in the NHL, when you get called up, what happens?
Well, when you get called up, your salary gets raised pretty drastically.
Yeah.
And you get really excited, and
You shot left. What position?
left wing.
Left wing. I like that.
Left wing. Had a lot of fun playing the left side, and like I said, is no better feeling than walking up the steps of the Chicago Stadium for your first NHL game.
Yeah, I could imagine. That would have been pretty amazing. Let me ask you, your son plays. Where is he at?
Well, my son played 4 years for the Windsor Spitfires in the Ontario Hockey League, and was their captain the last year. And then he played for. He's presently playing for Chicago's second affiliate team in Indianapolis, Indiana, the Indianapolis Fuel.
Very nice. And did you ever play in Finland?
Never played in Finland.
But
Played
you
in
played-
France.
France?
Played in Italy. Played in Holland.
How does the game change when you get outside the United States or Canada?
Oh, it changes drastically. I mean, it's finally made its way over here. I mean, the game is much more finesse, skilled, styled skating game, and that's the way it was 25 years ago in Europe, and it's kind of made its way over here, and the skill and the skill set is really taking over the game, and it's.
Is the hitting much? I mean, is it that much bigger in the NHL? Like when you went into the corner with somebody for the first time, were you like, "Whoa, welcome to the NHL"?
Oh,
Or was it just hockey?
No, it was. You had to pay your dues. You had to respect all the guys that have been there a while, and you just kind of, you definitely knew that you were up a league. That's for sure. I mean, it's the best hockey league in the world, so you can expect that the play was a little bit.
What'd you do that first night? Did you sit there to get ready when you were getting dressed? Did you work on your blade or your stick? Did you tape it a certain way? Were you thinking about how you got your skate sharpened? I mean, did you focus on that stuff, or were you really just focusing on the game? And did you take it all in? Like, I might not make it another night here. I just want to. This is I got to take it all in tonight.
Absolutely. Well, it's funny. The first game I played was January 1st, 1986. It was a New Year's Day. And I got called up on New Year's Eve day.
It's going to be a good year.
Yeah, so I thought there was going to be something. It was exciting. I mean, I didn't sleep that night, that's for sure. And at first, I kind of thought it was a joke. I thought it was my cousin calling me, playing a prank.
You show up at the arena, you're like...
And I said some vulgar words to the guy at the other end, and it just happened to be the true general manager of the team.
Oh, oops.
Oops was right.
Maybe that's why it only lasted 21 games.
You got that right.
All right. So how did you invent these?
Well, it's funny. My father-in-law was in tool and die for General Motors for 42 years. I've been married to his daughter for 25. And he's just a very handy man, very intelligent German man. And he came up with the concept of putting wheels underneath a skate guard. And we tried to make an inline version, but it placed you too high off the ground. So we opted to go the quad style, and it's been working ever since.
Where do people find this? Where can they go buy it?
They can buy them online. There's several retailers online. There's some retailers in New York, and if you were to go to RollerGard, the Gard is spelt without a U, .com, you'll be able to find some retailers on our dealer page. And
RollerGard.com without a U. I love it because I'm really into these. Thank you, Victor. Great story. Very inspirational. I love it. And we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much, and good luck to you.
Thanks. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.